Son las 6 en punto de este lunes 25 de mayo. Empezamos directo del lunes. Nos toca partido clave después de haber jugado un partido de copa y haber perdido contra Houston Rockets. Nos ganó la máquina en la máxima dificultad. Nunca fuimos capaces de ganarles. Y no hubo manera. A ver si hoy contra Dallas de Jokic, que se ha ido a Dallas en nuestra tercera temporada. Esta es la 27-28. Se ha ido a Dallas. Y precisamente es partido clave porque tenemos que coger más rebotes que Jokic y ganar el partido, que es lo difícil en la máxima dificultad. Acerté que los Spurs ganaban. Y ahora me volverán a preguntar por los Spurs y por los Thunder. Es el quinto partido. Van 2-2. Es en casa de OKC. Pues lo lógico sería que gane OKC. Venga, let's go. Cosas de lunes hechas. Gatorade lo tengo todavía. No hace falta ni que lo mires. Sé que lo tengo. Entonces, como es lunes, todas las misiones están reseteadas. Let's go. Gana el partido y atrapa más rebotes que Nikola Jokic, que atrapa 10 por partido y yo 23. Ellos no tienen a Kyrie Irving, nosotros no tenemos ni a Ed Wells ni a Cam Spencer. Y aquí viene vídeo de MP.
Look, if you really get down to it, rebounding is all about positioning and anticipation. You got to analyze the trajectory of the ball and predict where it will land.
Hey, well, I do all that instinctively, but what we're really trying to figure out is when you're teaching someone to rebound, how do you teach that, coach?
Well, you know, it's about angles. You start tracking where the shots will go mentally, depending on where the shooter is. Soon, patterns emerge, and you will notice them if you're looking for them.
Hey, Coach, what are some of the attributes you see in some of the best rebounders?
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, aside from what I said, it's mostly effort. Every time a shot goes up, you have to box out. You got to be strong in your lower body. And you have to be willing to fight. Maybe take a few elbows along the way.
I don't know about all that. That's a lot of work for not that much glory.
Me gusta la sudadera de Memphis.
Hey, but coaches notice that kind of stuff. That's why we're talking to them. So if you're a kid just starting out,
llevo una Sabrina 3 por si no os habéis fijado.
Is a great way to make a team.
No, esas son las KD, no, perdón, son las KD 18.
And no look passes. People who know ball realize you can't win without great rebounding. That's why they say, board man gets paid.
Unas KD 18 que hicimos el otro día.
Hey, Xander, you get that?
Yes, sir.
Woo. Coach, we can't appreciate you enough for doing this.
Vamos, coach.
Thanks.
Yep.
MP out. La 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 la. La 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 la. Es como decía, las hicimos el otro día y son unas KD 18 y voy a jugar con estas, con unas Scud 1 Fire Edition que me he hecho yo mismo. Por cierto, ya me han dado las Nike de pista, ya las tenemos por aquí. Tenemos un montón de Nikes, ¿vale? Pero ahora mismo lo que no me gusta es la camiseta. Estas zapatillas están pidiendo otra camiseta, no sé, una Statement o la Icon. Vamos a jugar con la Icon. ¿Cómo está el equipo? ¿Cómo está el equipo? How is the team? No queremos hacer jugar ni a Jalen ni a Cam Spencer. Entonces tenemos que jugar con estos. 26, 26, 24, 38, 24, 24, 18, Peyton Watson, 20, Mufkin, 20, Jerome, Interqueta, Tindale y Barney Flowers. 20 minutos más. ¿Y ellos qué tienen? ¡Ah! Los temidos Dallas Mavericks. Que no sé cómo van. Pues ellos tienen a Kyrie Irving, que no va a jugar. Entonces va a ser el base Hardy de 82, Ludor de 80, Lavin de 80, Cooper Flag de 94, Hugo González de 77. Vale. Yo me voy a enfrentar a Chihuahua y a Caleb Martin. Y Jokic, Lively, Gafford. Estos en Salón de la Fama no les ganamos, Cooper Flag entonces con Gigi Jackson. Bien, bueno, pues es lo que hay. Salón de la Fama. Vamos a ver que todo está bien. Salón de la Fama. Pues vamos a intentarlo. Vamos a ver si no nos cabreamos mucho. En Salón de la Fama. Esa espuma guapas que me he hecho. Venga, empezamos metiendo un triple. Ese ya no ha entrado. Venga, ese tampoco. Demasiado tarde. Ese sí. Bueno, estamos tirando de 2 ahora, ¿eh? Venga. Nos hemos quitado a Kobe Bofkin, que nos estorbaba un poco. Ese tarde. Porque estaba mirando a Kobe Bofkin. Si miras a un compañero, no metes la tuya. Estoy tirando bien. Tarde. Joder cuando es tarde. Y sin embargo yo creo que lo he tirado bien, Venga, buen triple. El otro día perdimos en Houston, entre otras cosas, por nuestro mal acierto en el triple. En general el del equipo, en particular el mío. Porque claro, no puedo pasar de meter
Up next,
7 triples.
the Mavericks taking on the Grizzlies. For the Dallas Mavericks, they have been built. Greg, no secret that these teams don't like each other. Could things get a little chippy tonight?
It would not surprise me at all, Kevin. These teams, not only fierce rivals, but there's a little bit of animosity for one another. Throw in the fact that both these teams.
Venga, triple de Cooper Flag para empezar el partido. Así, sin más.
Well, MP has made it known he's going after a lot of rebounds as one of his goals.
And I think MP's been pretty demonstrative in the way he's been attacking that glass. I mean, we saw multiple times the extra effort, both on the defensive and
venga, me la llevo yo.
That he was
en ataque estoy con Achiwa, en defensa con Jokic.
Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. They've got Achua. Hardy is out there with Levine. Then it's Flag, and it's Jokic in at the 5 spot. Pass to Jokic. 5 to shoot. Unloads. No good.
Primer rebote.
He bailed out the defense because
vamos, métela, Morant.
For him. Count that one.
Bien.
Morant using that quickness to his advantage. That time he gets that one to fall.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
I was able to talk with the head coach of the Grizzlies. Coach joked that if he focused on a single aspect of stopping Nikola Jokic, he would probably just beat them a different way. Instead, he showed the team 5 video clips, each with a specific failure of guarding Jokic. He's asked his players to prevent those mistakes from happening. Back over to you.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. And
Ay, la ha cogido Achua.
Here's Hardy. Last time, 14 points for him. Outside, Levine. Pass to Achua. Here's Flag. And Dallas again with the bucket.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
Well, the key is to take what the defense allows. That is smart basketball.
To the inside. And the
venga, adelante de Jokic, 7-6.
This young kid's got some ups. MP throwing it down.
Bean passes to Achua. And here's Hardy. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
And the fact they still had a chance to win that game, I find to be somewhat amazing because it was clearly an off night for most of their guys.
And yet they ended up right there. They could have stolen that win.
Vamos, Cobar, primera asistencia.
They'd like to get back. That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Primera vez que estamos por encima.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Kick out to Levine. Lets it go with a 3.
La mete.
Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And Levine is a volume three-point shooter. Good to see him knock it down from deep.
And here is MP. We saw him go on a scoring
Mierda, la ha cogido Jokic porque tardó mucho en pasarla.
Jokic against Jackson. Levine, the bounce pass. Now here's Hardy. And it's Hardy with
Puede ser, se van a 4.
Some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, he took that up with great confidence. Tremendous finish.
Here's Montero. Comes up empty down low.
What a cold start. They need a different approach here.
Right, we see a lot of change in the NBA, but Nikola Jokic always seems to stay in the MVP conversation.
And not just in it, at the top of it. His ability to affect the game is basically unmatched. He dominates in just about every single aspect.
MP with video game numbers. How about the 60, 20, and 10 triple double?
Joder, es que cuando me quiere hacer el pase,
in league history, MP just doing everything.
todo mal, tío, todo
Is a
mal.
human cheat code.
Es que cuando me quiere hacer el pase no sé qué pasa con Jokic, tío.
Look at the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking
Ahora
up
sí.
steal after
Hostias.
steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
And then there's the points off turnovers. They've really made the other team pay when they've lacked ball security.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Levine passes to Hardy. Back to Levine. Just 5 to shoot. Jokic sets the screen for Levine. And the 3 off target. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Jackson dishes to MP. Memphis moving it around. And the dunk by
Ya
Jackson.
vamos, perdemos de 4.
Nice pass by MP, showing how unselfish he can be.
For Dallas, they've gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting.
Le he dado como 3
To the
veces.
paint. Here's Achua. The dunk by Achua.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. MP with it. Jackson a screen on Jokic. The drive by MP.
Me sacó la falta Chua.
Tim in the books. Is it too early to come to major conclusions with what we've seen so far?
Well, Kevin, I know off of these early results, we want to go ahead and jump to later in the year. And that's the nature of the job. People want to know, and they want us to evaluate and predict what an awful lot is going to change in this league for all of the teams over the next several months.
Can't wait to watch it. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Edie's checked in. To the middle. Here's MP. Good. And the nice assist from Morant. MP's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
That's just a great possession. MP scoring in the paint.
Pass to Flag. Jokic against Edie. And Jokic gets it to go.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Down low, here's Montero.
Venga, 2 otra vez.
He throws it down.
Rocking the rim. MP injecting some energy into his squad.
Now here's Hardy. Guarded by Morant. Jokic a screen. Inside. No, boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on MP.
Nice work to get it inside
Ha
and
merecido la pena.
The Mavericks shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throw.
The Grizzlies trail by 3. MP outside. Pass to Jerome.
¿Por qué no ha tirado Jerome?
Now MP. 10 points for him. Rocket 6. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Jokic a screen. Simpson the pass to Jokic. And it's Bagley in the corner. No good with the triple. And so MP will bring it up for the Grizzlies. They trail by 1. Jerome score the basket. His second.
Venga, nos ponemos uno arriba.
They're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially
Ha
on the
salido
interior.
González con el 17, no tiene el 22.
Here's Simpson. Still scoreless. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Bagley with a wide open look. Dallas again missing. Down low. Here's MP. And he's fouled on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
You just love the pressure MP puts on defenses. He is poised beyond his years.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
And guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
And their ball movement has been next level. When your team is playing unselfishly like this, that is tough to beat.
Dort passes to Gonzalez. Jokic a screen. Gonzalez's shot is off. Now the Grizzlies with it. They're on a 14-5 run here.
No me lo puedo creer, le ha robado Lu Dort.
Pass to Russell. And it's Jokic in the corner. Wide open look. He squares up and sinks it. Jokic has got 7 points in the game.
And he is brimming with confidence. Jokic just doesn't question his decision.
Watson the screen. And here is MP. He's got 12. To the inside. And the dunk by Edey.
Wow, MP really learning how to run that pick and roll. That was nice.
Mavericks trailed by 3. Russell feeling it out a bit. It's rebounded by Memphis. MP's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Rockets got the job done. He scored 68 points, and he registered a triple-double, showing off all of his skills.
Venga, quinta asistencia.
The numbers he put up in that one, it's worth the price of admission just to see how he follows it up. Guys?
Thanks, as always, Allie, for that great report. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Well, he really lit it up. Maybe we'll see a repeat performance tonight.
Pronto.
Mavericks trailed by 5. Outside, Martin. Russell sets a screen for Martin. Fires from deep. It's good.
Esa es la diferencia, joder, que ellos lo meten. Se ponen a 2 cuando estaban a 5.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Here's Buffkin. Still yet to score. And a
No.
wide open look for MP. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Dort. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. MP getting
Los
it done
triples
for the
fallados
Grizzlies.
fáciles.
Setting up teammates. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Venga,
You
no
give
está
any
Jokic.
team this many second chance opportunities, it's going to put you in control.
MP out there with Jackson. And it's Buffkin in at the point guard. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter.
And nothing fancy, really, about that play. That's just good old-fashioned, hard-nosed basketball to get that one.
Here's Buffkin.
Joder, era un contragolpe que teníamos que haber metido. Me cago en Dios.
Dort passes to Lively. Dallas moving the ball around. Back to Dort. It's stolen. Here's MP.
Oh! That's as good as it gets. Woo! Oh, it is nice to be young. MP.
Pass to Lively. Here's Flag. Over in the corner, Dort. A three-pointer off the mark.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort.
Vamos. Venga.
And he is just piling up the numbers here. MP seems to improve every time
Jokic,
we see him. Such an
con
impressive
Flag no haciéndolo bien.
Into the lane. And Flag throws it down.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Here's MP, and MP throws it down.
Vamos.
What an impressive performance by MP. He's consistently finding ways to break down this defense.
Now here's Gonzalez, still without a basket.
Mierda, triple de ellos.
He's an absolute beast to deal with for the defense. Sometimes he can even leave you feeling helpless.
Screen by MP. Shoots the three.
¡Triple! ¡Vamos, ahora sí! ¡Venga!
Well, that's helping your team.
Vamos, hemos anulado el triple de Cooper. ¡Vamos, Memphis!
Pass to Lively. Now Flag. Outside Bagley.
Ya la
And the
mete Bagley.
Mavericks another three.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitors.
And when you give up a three, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Bueno, triple, vale, me vale. Me vale, venga, 8 arriba.
Now for Memphis.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, they have just found the better looks, and they are capitalizing.
John Morant, he's checked in for Memphis. Jokic, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Caleb Martin comes in for Marvin Bagley. Here's Dort. Good on the 13-footer.
The mid-range jumper from Dort, giving the defense a little wrinkle.
And for all the talk, Tim, about Lou Dort's defense, how about his growth as a shooter?
Well, I think he understood to get more minutes, he had to be more consistent as a shooter. The defense has always been there, but the steady improvement has come with his three-point shooting, which makes him now an elite 3-and-D wing.
Morant against Gonzalez. Trying to find Jokic, gets it to him. It's hauled in by MP. MP's got rebound number 12 here already in the game.
Tapón.
Back by Jokic.
The imposing presence of the Joker inside turns away the finish right at the rim.
Martin from outside. Grizzlies with the rebound. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Washington. They'll face the Wizards.
Joder, pásamela antes, Camorán.
From home for them.
No puede ser.
Outside Gonzalez. Pass to Jokic. Over to the wing. Outside, Dort. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. Checks and dishes to MP.
Vamos,
MP
canasta.
with the easy bucket inside.
And another bucket for him. What a quarter he has had.
Gonzalez against Morant. Jokic on top. 7 points in the game. Outside for Martin. And they'll get another chance. Dort wide open. Off target from outside.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Jokic with the steal. Here's Gonzalez.
Qué buena defensa.
No good. Good defense by MP. Pass to Queta. Memphis moving that ball.
Joder.
Stolen by Martin. Gonzalez against Morant. Now here is Martin. Three-pointer. Good on the three-point shot. Martin's got 6.
If any defense gives you that much cushion, you have to take that shot.
MP with it. 25 points in the game. To the middle. Here's Queta.
Well, MP working the two-man game there and finds his teammate for an assist.
Mavericks trail by 7. Outside Gonzalez. Flag with it. Jackson on him. Outside Martin. Shot clock at 6. A 3-ball.
No me lo puedo creer. Qué triple de Caleb Martin, tío.
In a row from long range.
And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Morant kicks to Montero.
Yo no la meto.
Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And so it's Dort with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
Yeah, I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
You have to take advantage of opportunities. That's exactly what they did, and really, that's all you can ask for. And at this point, the defense is daring him to shoot.
Jackson passes to Morant. Now, MP. Out to Morant. Offline with his 3.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Pass to Flag. There's a good screen from the arc.
No puede ser, nos están acribillando desde el triple, por favor, llevan 5 seguidos. Triple. Mate. Triple.
Look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. Looking for
que nos están machacando desde el triple.
A thing or two. A different look for Dallas. Achua, he's checked in for Martin. Zach LaVine comes in for Flag. And it's Hardy in for Gonzalez. MP deciding where to go with it. To the paint, here's Watson, and Watson slams it in.
Well, I just love the energy and activity of MP there, and he involved his teammates.
Outside, LaVine. Achua kicks to Dort.
Estoy en puesto a 1, tío, es que...
Jokic inside. Edey on him, and it's Jokic missing.
Well, unfortunately, his poor shooting is not helping their case here.
And here is MP. He's got 25. MP to the rack.
Saco la falta, menos mal.
The game is currently being played. How hard do you think it is to defend?
It's a lot tougher than it used to be because you have much more ground to cover defensively with the number of three-point shooters that are on the floor, plus the number of guys that understand how to draw fouls.
And the league changes, don't they, in the way they officiate, so that is kind of an ever-changing way to grasp what you do on the defensive end.
Yeah, the league has tried to help defenders, give them a little bit more leeway because of how difficult it is to defend this level of skill.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thank you, Kevin. John Morant looking to lead the way. He said, I set the tone. My teammates feed off of it, and I love to compete. That's how we all grew up, playing on the blacktop outside, competing at a high level when there was no cameras around. Kevin?
He's got that alpha mentality. Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. Now, here's Hardy. Tight defense on him.
Pues la mete, tío. La mete, agotando el puto tiempo.
Hardy's got his 3rd basket of the night. Memphis leading by 5. Edey with a screen on Jokic. To the inside. Here's MP. Edey gets the bucket. Edey's got 4 points in the quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Hardy passes to Levine, and there's the call on Ty Jerome. That's his first foul. Grizzlies making a switch here. Buffkin's checked in. Levine kicks to Dort. Dallas moving the ball around. Hardy buries the long range
Y otro
jumper.
triple. No puede ser. No puede ser. No puede ser. No puede ser, Doska. No puede ser. Llevan 6 triples.
At 9 points.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Pass to Jerome. MP with a screen on Levine. Out to the right wing. Jokic with the steal. Hardy passes to Jokic, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on MP.
And being such a good passer out of that 5 spot makes Jokic a triple-double machine.
Jackson, he's checked in for Edey. Memphis has gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Watson gets a screen from Montero, and Watson slams it in.
Making the most of the screen, that's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
And the rejection by MP. That's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. .36 seconds left now here in the second. Clock at 4. Here's Hardy.
La mete, tío.
Good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor. The Grizzlies with the lead. Pass to Buffkin. We've got 13 seconds left in the second quarter. Fires the 3. And no good that time. And here's Jokic.
Y se ponen por delante, tío. No me lo puedo creer. No me lo puedo creer. Con un triple, tío. Con un triple. Con un triple. Es que no puede ser. Es que no puede ser. Han metido 11 canastas, de las cuales 7 han sido triples. Es que solo han metido 4 canastas de 2.
What a way to end the half there, guys. Big time threes to take the lead at the buzzer.
And so it's Cooper Flag making things happen for the Dallas Mavericks.
Puedo creer. No me lo puedo.
2 from distance, making a difference from long range in this one. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Howdy, folks. Time for halftime fun. Woohoo! Before we check out the action at hand, first order of business, the power rankings.
When I look at Dallas, not a lot of movement for them since the last rankings. But we all know.
No me lo puedo creer. Es que han metido 7 triples y 4 canastas de 2. Es que no es justo.
A very competitive game so far.
One thing in their favor, they're taking.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the.
Así no se puede jugar.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters.
En el segundo cuarto, 2 de 3, 1 de 1, 1 de 1, 2 de 4, 0, 1 de 1. O sea.
Are similar to the first. This one could go down to the last possession. On the floor right now for the Mavericks. Flag is out there with Achua. Then there's Hardy, and it's Nikola Jokic, and it's Levine, and at the 2-guard spot, Jackson misses.
Well, the defense did just enough to force that miss because he is a good finisher.
Levine looking around.
Y él la mete, tío. Y él la mete 10 por 19% punteado. Es que.
Good touch on the interior. Levine.
No puede ser, tío, de verdad, no puede ser. Es que.
to create space down low.
Es demasiado chetadísimo todo.
Here's Morant. Down low. Oh, get up, MP.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Hardy passes to Jokic. And the rejection by Jackson. Here's MP.
Y no saco la falta,
no
tío.
good.
No me
The
jodas.
Mavericks leading. Oh, Jokic powering inside.
He's so skilled on the interior. Jokic plays with so much force and leverage down low.
Here's Montero and stolen by Achua.
Joder, la cuarta
Pass the
perdida.
flag. And here's Hardy. Now here's Jokic. Jokic goes to work inside.
Te juro que no puedo con esto.
Great start offensively. That's 3 of their first 4 they've made.
Here's Montero. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Precious Achua.
And the big question for MP is going to be work ethic. Because if he can put in the sweat, there's no reason he can't be a star in this league.
And you think of the different styles of play. Tim, is there one that you prefer watching?
I personally like variety, Kevin. I like certainly three-point shooting. That's how I made my living. But I also want to see post play, and I want to see teams that also can beat you with isolation sets as well. I think those are the toughest teams to defend. They can hit you from any area.
They sure can.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Wants to get it to Morant and does.
Ah, no me lo
Rebound
creo,
goes
tío.
to the Mavericks. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. That game marks the first half of a
Robo y no
quick two-game
metemos en el
homestand.
contraataque.
Some nice passing here by Dallas. Here's Jokic.
Y Jokic no
Drops it in
falla,
from
tío.
11
Jokic
feet.
no falla, no
Jokic
falla, no
has got 18
falla.
Capable of being a very potent scorer, Jokic certainly has looked focused so far in this one.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Here's a look at some of the stats for MP. The Grizzlies have been at their finest 4 at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Yeah, getting to the line is so important. Nice job there by MP to draw the contact.
On the wing, Levine. Tries from the block.
No falla. Es que
And
Jokic
gets
está
it
ya
to
en
go.
modo
Here's
destroyer,
by
ya no
Levine.
falla. Ya lleva 20
20
puntos, tío.
points for Jokic. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now, here in the third.
Sin embargo, nosotros sí. Es que no puede ser.
Mavericks leading by 4. To the left side wing. Harden. Off target with his 3.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
Bangs home the trifecta.
That's a great decision by MP. Moving the basketball, a really good sign as he continues to develop his game.
Now here's Levine. Defense right on him. It's hauled in by MP.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
Jackson dishes to MP. Back to Jackson. Just 5 on the clock. And the dunk by MP. 7 lead changes now, and we're just in the third quarter.
Yeah, frustrating for a coach, but it's great to watch as a fan.
Jack Edey, he's checked in for Memphis.
Que mis compañeros no meten,
With the
tío.
break in the action, here is the 2K leaderboard to show us the
que mis
league's best
compañeros
shooting
no
teams
meten.
last season. Number 1, the Grizzlies.
They were remarkable in terms of their efficiency on the offensive side of the ball. I mean, they did a great job of finding the open man and working for great looks. Really just an unselfish group.
And that one is good.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
The drive by MP. Inside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's just great willpower on the part of MP. You can't let defenders think they can intimidate you.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Dallas.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
And they have also done a great job capitalizing on turnovers. Whenever they get a steal, they are off to the races. They're going to try to keep that going.
Edey against Jokic. Over Edey. And it's Jokic missing.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Well, it just shows you can do everything right and still come away empty-handed.
Three-pointer. The shot that time, not on target.
Es que...
Well, he was able to sink a triple back in the first half, but he has yet to connect here after the break.
To the left wing. Outside, Levine. Pass to Jokic. Buries the easy one.
Es imposible.
Jokic has got 10 points in the quarter. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
And MP throws it down.
High-level passer, even for a point guard. Morant shows the imagination.
Now here's Hardy. He's got 11. Outside, Levine. Pass to Hardy. The three. It's hauled in by MP. MP's to the middle. And the dunk by MP.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfectly.
Here's Achua. In the corner, it's flag.
No me lo puedo creer. Y tiene que meter un triple Cooper Flag para empatar. No me lo puedo creer.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Yeah, that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
Morant passes to Flowers. Screen by MP. This one for three.
Joder, no meto triples, tío. En los partidos clave no puedo tirar triples. Es que...
Levine kicks to Achua. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
As this game tightens up, it's even more important to take care of the basketball.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Gonzalez, he's checked in for Achua. And it's Dort in for Zach LaVine. Pass to Edey. And here is MP. Offensive rebound. Here's Jerome. Montero.
Vamos, Cubarazo.
And the Grizzlies lead by 2.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to... extend the lead.
And here's Hardy. 11 points in the game. Pass to Jokic for 3. Doesn't go for him. Memphis has gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Takes the 3. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Here's Buffkin. Knocked loose. Jokic with the steal. Gonzalez passes to Hardy. Back to Gonzalez. 17-foot shot on the way.
Sharp defensive instincts from MP, showing off his IQ as a defender.
The Grizzlies making a switch here.
No me lo puedo creer que vayamos a perder este partido, tío, porque el artículo 33. No porque sean mejores, que no lo son. Por la puta dificultad.
Here's Simpson. No No scoring in this one.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising.
Joder, la ha robado, tío, la ha robado. No me lo puedo creer. Es que no puede ser.
Dallas shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. So you can talk about the physical challenges, Tim, of today's game. One thing the players have a little easier certainly is the way they travel from game to game.
Well, there is no question about that. I didn't even get on a charter till the middle of my NBA career.
Oh, my goodness.
In the mid-90s. We were still flying commercial till that point, but there's no doubt travel is better for players. I think also some of the things they've added for guys like massage therapists and acupuncturists and even personal chefs, all of that makes it a little bit easier for today's NBA player.
Now, if we could do it for the broadcasters, that would really be a win.
Sign me up, Kevin. I'll be right there, reclining fully right next to you.
Lively with the screen. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Lively's got his first points in this one. The Grizzlies trailing. Here's Buffkin. And the dunk by MP.
And how about this youngster, MP, the concentration to get that bucket even through the contact.
Jaren Jackson's checked in for Edey. A minute 42 left in the third. Now here's Gonzalez. He's covered by Watson. Pass to Simpson from deep. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Well, the Dallas Mavericks are all in on defense. Coach Jason Kidd said, quote, "That's something you can hang your hat on, especially when your offense isn't going. Defense will give you a chance to win ugly games. That gives you the opportunity to play for that bigger trophy." Back to you guys.
Yeah, gotta have it. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen. Here's a look at the schedule now for Dallas. On Saturday, they'll take on Zion Williamson and the New Orleans Pelicans. And then on Tuesday, they'll face off against Jamal Murray and the Denver Nuggets.
And that game against Portland, it's one that should be a fun contest. The way the teams stack up against each other makes for some good basketball.
Mavericks making a switch here. Russell's checked in. Mavericks trailed by 3. We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Outside for Bagley. Here's Gonzalez. Offensive rebound Mavericks. There's Russell with the 3. And it's Watson with the ball for Memphis. It's stolen by Bagley. Outside Gonzalez. Here's Russell, and the rejection by MP. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Grizzlies lead by 3. And when...
No puede ser, es que no puede ser el...
Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Yeah, so impressive for a big guy to make a find
like
a guard.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far with this fourth quarter. Sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. They've got Jackson. MP out there with Jackson. And it's Buffkin in at the point. That's the lineup of the game for Memphis.
And that's how you execute in the open floor. Great job by MP to get to his spot.
Aquí a 10 para tener alguna posibilidad de ganar el partido.
Lively. Here's Flag, guarded by Jackson. Outside for Bagley. No good on the triple. And the Grizzlies leading by 5. MP with it. Inside.
Joder, la corta.
By Lively. Dort against Jackson. Pass to Lively. Here's Gonzalez. Drills the three-pointer. Gonzalez has got his first 3 points of the game.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
It's deflected. MP inside. Defended by Bagley. Some nice passing there by Memphis.
Falta.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, MP's never been afraid of a little contact. He will jump on any chance to get to the line.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Memphis.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot.
And they have left the defense scrambling because they have found success in the paint, which has allowed them to play inside out.
Outside, Gonzalez. Bagley with a screen on Morant. Lets it fly. Gonzalez's shot is off.
Well, you have a feeling this would be a completely different game if it wasn't for his brutal shooting
No me lo puedo
performance.
creer.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Outside, Dort. Pass to Flag. And the rejection by MP. To the inside. And got it. Another basket.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. And Jason Kidd is called timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Jokic, he's checked in for the Mavericks. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Jason Kidd had some words for his team over the break. He encouraged his guys to stick with it, saying, I don't care what the scoreboard says. If we can play hard, that's all that matters. We can be the stronger team. So that's what Coach is looking for.
Thank you once again, Allie. MP, high post. Good defense by Jokic. Mavericks trailed by 3. Now Gonzalez. Here's Flag. It's hauled in by MP. Jackson kicks to MP. Out to Morant. Now here's MP. Jackson a screen on Jokic. MP passes to Jackson. The putback.
Menos mal, macho, que estoy yo.
And the Grizzlies lead by 5.
And that is killer instinct, just continuing to pile it on.
Pass to Lively. Flag with it. Jokic sets the screen for Flag. Here's Dort. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
Morant surveying the D. Fade away. Mavericks with the rebound. Jokic has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
And they're winning this game despite his difficulties at the offensive end.
To take the lead. It's rebounded by Memphis. Morant passes to Jackson. Gonzalez against Morant. Down low, Montero. He got it again. Sensational.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA, really taking it to the opposition. Pass to Lively. Flag with it. Jackson on him. Back to Lively. Now Jokic. Over Jackson. Jokic, no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. MP kicks to Morant.
Vamos!
Pulleys his way inside.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Pass to Flag. Here's the screen. Over in the corner, Dort. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Dios, es que no puede ser, es triple tras triple.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
Jackson, a screen on Jokic. MP with it. Lively defending.
Jackson, vamos.
And anytime Jackson gets near the rim, it's pretty much a done deal.
Mavericks trailed by 5. Pass to Flag. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching. Well, it's a miracle that pass wasn't picked off. Instead, it goes out of bounds.
Zach Edey, he's checked in. Soaring, and it's MP. What a finish.
Just stunning the defense and the crowd, for that matter. How artistic was that dunk by MP?
Hardy, no good. And so, MP will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies, leading by 5. Morant passes to Jackson. And here we go, the Mavericks on a fast break. Here's Flag.
No me lo puedo creer, la ha metido Flag, la ha metido Flag.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, when you're coming down the stretch, you don't want any wasted possession.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Levine's checked in. Morant dishes to MP. Right wing. Outside for Jackson. Over Flag. It's hauled in by Jokic. Jokic has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Levine can't hit. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. To the paint. Here's Montero. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Forcing the issue down low. MP applying pressure and drawing the contact.
No good on the free throw.
Boy, is he really getting after it here in the second half, just drawing a ton of fouls.
He hits the second from the line.
Yeah, he missed one, but overall improved their situation. They'll take it.
Now here's Hardy. Guarded by Morant. Here's Levine, and he converts the layup.
And over the years, Levine has put on the muscle, which helps him on those challenging finishes at the rim.
Pass to Edey. Now here's Morant.
Pero qué cojones haces, Morant, tío.
When you're not at your best, it is great to have teammates who will pick up the slack.
Now here's Hardy. Dallas moving the ball around. Jokic against Edey to tie it up. Jokic, no good. Memphis has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth.
No me lo puedo creer, y la roba, tío, la roba.
Moving it up. Flag with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Ball's knocked loose. And even 3-on-3 break. And Morant gets it to go on the assist by MP. And it's 6 points for John Morant. A slam by Jokic.
Huge. Jokic comes through just fearless. What an option.
Timeout called by Coach Isillo. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Memphis has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. And here is MP. For 3.
¡Vamos, Kawhi, por fin!
Oh, great job by MP, showing how selfless he is with passes like that.
Levine outside. Now, here's Achua, covered by MP. Now, Achua, 5 on the clock. It's sent back by Edey. Jokic against MP. Jackson, a screen on Jokic. Here's Jackson. Another possession, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. 1:56 left here in the fourth quarter. Now Jokic. Jokic unfazed by the contact.
And how about absorbing the punishment and still complete the play? That's a great finish by Jokic.
Yeah, a lot of pressure in this situation. Not easy to convert those free throws.
Steps back. MP outside. Jackson, a screen on Jokic. MP. Layup, no good. Mavericks trailed by 4. Here's Jokic. That one.
Se ponen a 2.
Calm and collected in the game's biggest moments. You can rely on Jokic when you need a basket.
Now MP.
Y ahora la roba
Jokic with the steal. Here's Hardy. Now Jokic. Here's Flag.
Y la mete, se ponen por el lado.
Down the three.
No me lo puedo creer.
That
No me lo
is
puedo creer.
world class.
What a
8-0.
huge shot at this point in the game.
And so Morant will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Now MP.
All eyes on MP.
He sinks the clutch free throw. And so making both free throws, that'll give them the lead here.
Yeah, he knew how big those free throws were. Knocked them down.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. No doubt he is feeling the
Lo
importance
sacamos a
of
Daniel
this
Jackson
moment
Jr., pero
right
qué
now.
cojones pasa,
So I'm
entrenador.
looking at the clock, and guys, the situation. What do you think we're going to see next?
Yeah, and looking at how much time they have, I think it's likely we'll see them try to get a good look and score quickly.
Shot clock at 5. Edie a screen. And he jams it in.
And they do have a foul to get.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
You're definitely going to have to get a 3 here and then count on them to miss free throw.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
Timeout called by Coach Isolo. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Cinco arriba.
So he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
Yeah, analytics aside, players making important free throws is always valued by their team.
So it's Memphis picking up the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans.
¡Toma! El primer cuarto hemos ganado de 2. El segundo cuarto hemos perdido de 3. Tercer cuarto hemos ganado de 4. Y en este hemos ganado de 2. Buah, chaval. 18 pérdidas. Es que nos roban 18 robos. Es que nos roban mucho el balón. Se han conseguido 26 puntos en las pérdidas. 26 puntos en las pérdidas. Es que todo son las pérdidas. Y 5 pérdidas. 4 Hamoran, 3 Bufkin, 2 Jackson. 5 y 4, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 y 18 pérdidas. Y ellos han hecho 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pérdidas. Es que... ...16 triples. Nosotros solo 4. O sea, nosotros hemos tirado casi los mismos triples que ellos han metido. Es que... Oh. 31 puntos Jokic. 25 Flag. Flag que es de 23. Hardy que...
but in the end...
Espera, y de los míos. 10 ID. Que ha estado perfecto. Coward 8. Claro, es que los míos no anotan. No puede ser que un tío esté 34 minutos y mete 6 puntos. 33 minutos y mete 6 puntos. 21 minutos y mete 20.
Everyone satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
Now, let's send it over to Dominic Hamill.
MP, terrific all-around game, especially on the boards. What was that like?
Looking like a young Ben Wallace over here. Go ahead.
Number coach.
Stop, you embarrassing. Look, he said he's going to be the best rebounder in the league this year. Mark that. That's his words, and I'm standing behind him.
All right, clearly something you guys have talked about before. Why is rebounding so important? You talked.
Ooh, I'm so excited. Look, it all comes down to it's all about effort. You can't win if you don't have possession. So it takes desire to get it, right? I'm trying to make that happen for us as a squad.
Well, we wish you luck, MP.
Thank you.
Back to you, Kevin.
Cada partido es un sufrimiento. Esto no puede ser. ...63 puntos, 95 rebotes, 16 asistencias, un robo, 5 tapones, 66% en tiros de campo. La química acompañó al 100%, y ahí está el multiplicador de monedas, 1,6, la máxima dificultad. Es muy difícil. Y sin Kyrie Irving. Si gana tener a Kyrie Irving, no ganamos ni hartos de Coca-Cola. ...35 rebotes. Otro triple doble. Qué bonitas las zapatillas. Si va a perder me corto los dedos. Es que si va a perder, vamos, o sea, no me lo hubiera creído. Ganamos en Washington, en Nueva Orleans y en Chicago. Venga. ¿Que Jonte George juega aquí? No, es Kisa. Vale, 5. Triple doble. G. Jackson, Keta. Vale. Contra Nueva Orleans, triple doble. Peyton Watson, Jackson. La simulación funcionamos. Triple doble. G. Jackson, Hamoran. Aquí ya ha tocado la esta porque estos ya no tienen minutos. Vale, y nos toca contra Denver en la copa. Ya tenemos... Ah, que ya tenemos a Cam. Aaron Gordon 13 puntos. Barreto 19 y Murray 25. Bueno, ¿cómo? Vamos a tocar esto primero. Jalen Wells. Pues Jalen Wells igual juega, ¿eh? Igual va convocado. Ya, porque no tiene nada que le está bajando. Ah, sí, le baja algo. Vale, pues entonces no vas, no vas. No vas. No vas, venga. Entonces, Hamoran 26, Coward 26, G. Jackson 26, Jaren Jackson 26, Zakidi 26, Peyton Watson . Son muchos bajitos, ¿eh? Estos son 28. Estos son 24. Es que, a ver, entre Kovac, Quintillo y Can Spencer tienen que cubrir. Es que sobran minutos, porque tienen que hacer. Solo tienen que hacer 22 y 22, 44. Y ya los están haciendo. Aquí están haciendo 34. O sea, bueno, se están yendo por 2 de más. Son 2 de más, tampoco es tan grave. Pero bueno, le puedo quitar 2 a Peyton y ponérselos a Kita. Claro, voy a aprovechar a Kita. Y luego gente alta. Westingate. Pero no jugamos a esto. Jugamos con 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Con 11 jugadores. Venga, con 12 jugadores. Que no se diga. Venga, me gusta así. Vale. Tenemos una derrota. Los Suns, 2 derrotas. Hawks en el otro lado. Knicks, Mavericks están fuertes. Bueno, líderes de la liga. Hemos jugado 12 partidos. Somos el que más minutos juega. El que más puntos mete. El que más rebotes coge. El que más asistencias da. Robos, no. Tapones, todavía no. Personales, o sea, pérdidas, el que más pierde. Faltas personales, no. Tiros de campo, somos el mejor ahora mismo. Con G. Jackson, Kalbrenner. Vale. De 3, somos el mejor. Tiros libres, estamos en un 80%, no está mal. Puntos recibidos, el que más. Dobles, todos los partidos hemos hecho dobles. Y triples dobles nos ha faltado un partido. Entonces, más o menos, Hammond, Coward, Jalen Johnson, G. Jackson, Jaren Jackson, Peyton Watson, Jalen Green, Rollins, Trey Young. Ya tanta muy bien, ¿eh? Nos hemos llevado las 3 semanas. Nuestro rival ahora mismo es Phoenix Suns. Dallas Mavericks, que ya lo hemos ganado 1. Todos hemos jugado 3 partidos fuera. Ahora mismo la racha es de 4 victorias. 3 victorias, 4 derrotas. Golden. Mira, Denver lleva 3 derrotas. Así que nosotros nos lo pondrá difícil. Denver 4-6. Si no ganamos a Denver se acabó la copa, ¿eh? Que lo sepáis. Porque ahora mismo empataríamos con Denver. Houston ya tiene 3-0. Claro, tenemos que ganarle a Sacramento, a Denver y a Portland para ponernos 3-1 y confiar que no haya otros 3-1 mejores. Está muy jodida la cosa. Dinero tenemos de sobra. No tenemos que recoger de premios de la temporada nada. Estandarte de Kevin Durant y dúos dinámicos. Vaya mierda. Tenemos 108 desafíos. Bueno, pues yo creo que esto ya está. Potenciadores. Nos quedan. Tenemos que comprar. Mate. Bueno, menos tapones, 4. No, pues que son de 10. Bueno, nos quedan 4 todavía. Y 19 y 19 de leche. Y leche de proteínas. Tenemos un montón de leche de proteínas. Bueno, lo que tiene la máxima dificultad. La verdad es que lo podríamos simular. Es que luego ya es otro partido clave. Entonces el de Washington se simulará seguro. Washington no hay nadie en Washington interesante, ¿no? No estoy dejando de ver a alguien. No. Mira, Papadopoulos. Landro Papadopoulos. Kessler fatal. Es que se ha lesionado. Bueno, pues hasta aquí. Venga, adiós.